Welcome to your May monthly energy update. We are your lovely trio, Peyton, Corey, and myself, Yaila, and we bring three different perspectives to give you a heads up on what you might expect for the month ahead. So we're going to kick things off with Corey. She's going to give us the astrology report. Then we'll follow that up with Peyton. She connects with the Pleiades and channels messages from them. And then I will wrap the video up with the collective reading and I'll tap into that intuitively. So, Corey, what do we have in the astrology?
Well, hello, everyone. Ladies, it's so great to see you all. All right, May. So everyone's been feeling it. The energies are strong. We have so much energy coming in from the sun. So if you've been feeling body achy, headachy, exhausted, the sun, you can blame it on the sun. So that's going to continue in May. So the first half of May is Taurus season. Thank God. Because we need that stability. We need that earth energy. Taurus represents values and stability and finances. And the second half is going to be in Gemini season. And Gemini is air. Taurus is earth. Gemini is air, and that's communication and information and new experiences. So in April, we had the planet Uranus going into Gemini at the end. And Uranus rules electricity, quick moving, fast energy. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so it's the mind. Think. So if you have had scattered thoughts, if you've been thinking, that's Uranus and Gemini. And that's going to be till 2033. So it's going to take a little while for us to get used to that because it wasn't Taurus, just very grounded and push-pull. That's a big change, big change. We have 2 full moons in May. Go figure. And May 1st, because we'll be posting this after the 1st. Full moon in Scorpio. Have you been feeling emotional? Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So all those deep feelings, that you've been working on, hopefully, and clearing, hopefully, came up really strongly. That full moon in Scorpio, and it's still going to affect us for at least the next couple of weeks. So if you're feeling emotional, just deep down secrets, feelings from childhood, especially those old wounds, just take a look at them and clear them. Even if you go, I thought I dealt with that. No, a little bit more. That Pluto and Scorpio helps us it's death and rebirth and transformation. I couldn't help myself. Transformation. So we are in big transformational energy for May. Was in April and still is for May. So, and my light is flickering. So this is the Uranus electricity energy, so strong. Just ignore it. So on the 2nd, Mercury, the mind, is going to be in Taurus. And thank God, because our minds need to have some sort of stability. Because with Uranus and Gemini, our minds are so busy, just busy. And so allow yourself to have, Mercury's that mind, values. We'll be thinking a lot about our values, a path that we've chosen. And so May is really about that persistence, the patience, and continuing on that path that we've been working on. So Taurus, Mercury in Taurus is going to help us to also do some stable evaluating, possibly finances, but it also rules Earth. So we are seeing a lot of Earth changes. earthquakes, volcanoes, weather. It's all happening. Okay, it's still all happening. But we're in the days that we've been talking about for years. So that we're in it. And then on the 6th of May, Pluto is going to go retrograde. It's going to station retrograde in Aquarius. So with Pluto in Aquarius, it's about all those hidden secrets about freedom, humanitarianism. So we're going to be reviewing a lot about humanitarianism projects, but also how do we get along with one another? How do we get along with humanity? How do we relate to humanity? Those deep hidden secrets were going to emerge. You know, also that Pluto in Aquarius is that revolution energy. So we're going to be reviewing a lot of things that, and the United States is in a Pluto return. So especially here for us in the United States, you know, we will be reviewing a lot of the things. Does it serve the people? Does it not serve the people? Is it for the greater good for humanity or not? And that's what that's what Pluto in Aquarius going retrograde until October is going to allow us to do. So, be in the love frequency. You know, we're going through some revolutionary transformation times. So be patient with yourself and others. But it is a time to review all that. Then we have, on the 17th, Mercury, the mind, goes into its home sign of Gemini. So when Mercury's in Gemini, you know, it is amazing for communication. But we can get an extremely busy mind. Any air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, this is their day-to-day thing. You know, busy mind, quick mind. So for those three signs won't be so, they won't feel it as much as opposed to all the other signs that aren't used to that quick mind, quick thinking, quick communicating, research. Gemini rules research, teaching, you know, spreading the knowledge that you learn, the research that you've done. That's what we're doing here today. May 18th, we have Mars, the outward planet, going into Taurus. So things will slow down and be a little bit more stable, which we need. We need it right now. The first half of May is going to feel more like it'll go steady and then maybe a little, and then steady, and then as opposed to April, that's been like, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so we do get that stability. Yay. But Venus also too will go into Cancer on the 18th. So Venus is what we love, how we love. Cancer, the home. Maybe it's the homeland. And values. So we'll be getting some of that energy. You know, the Cancer homeland. You know, what we love. What do we love about home? How do we love home, homeland? Okay. Then on the 20th, the second half of May, the sun is going to go into Gemini. Speed ahead. Yeah, speed ahead. It is going to. It's been ramped up, but it's really going to take off. We are going into the energies of fire and air. For the last 800 years, we've been in earth and water. Now we're going into fire and air. So watch out for that fire to feed the air to make things larger. Things are going to pick up. Okay? Really, really pick up. On the 25th of May, we have a new moon in Taurus. Yummy, yummy, yummy Taurus. So anything that you want to manifest, it helps to stabilize it. I'm so grateful for this Taurus energy in May because it is helping to stabilize things. And Taurus is agriculture, you know, so Maybe you want to manifest a garden. Maybe you want to, manifest more money because it rules money as well. So it's a yummy new moon, and we need that because the second half is going to be ramping up. And so it'll be really nice to have that new moon in Taurus. The second full moon in May is going to be on the 31st. It's going to be in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, it's fun-loving, higher learning. It also, Sagittarians can get dogmatic, very set in their beliefs. But the full moon is going to help to go, you know what, I think some of my beliefs have changed. Or, getting rid of some, if you've been doing any higher learning, what doesn't serve you anymore, to just let it go away. Just let it, get rid of it, because that's what the full moon is all about. But it is a good, lighthearted full moon. Sagittarius also rules philosophy. So, if we've all been doing this for the most part, it's a good chance to get rid of what philosophies don't work for us anymore, what higher learnings that we've been learning, maybe integrating it into a new way of being, and maybe any dogmatic ideas that we've had. It's also, it's a good time also with the Gemini energy to travel. With that Taurus, driving, taking a nice drive, the train, that sort of thing. So that is May. As long as we stick together and remember to think the best of others, give them the benefit of the doubt, be in the loving frequency. We're really figuring out who resonates with us and who doesn't, what resonates with us and what doesn't. And this month gives us an opportunity with the 2 full moons to shed a lot of what hasn't been working. But do it with love and kindness. Be kind to one another. So that's what I've got for May. Peyton, what do the Pleiades have to say?
Thank you so much, Corey. I always love these updates. So glad to be with you girls. So May energies. According to our Pleiadian friends, this is going to be a time of rapid change. And Corey's been telling us about this for the past couple reports. So we are going to start to see this kind of hitting the ground in the May energies. So when I asked the P's what the themes were going to be for the month of May, they had 2 themes for us. The first is sovereignty, and the second is authenticity. So according to the Pleiadians, what is going to be happening in the May energies is we're going to stop outsourcing our sovereignty. We are going to get much less interested in following the rules, in doing whatever we are told just because someone says we should do it. This is going to be a time where we get very comfortable saying no. So the days of us just blindly following the pack, we're going to see that breaking down in the May energies, where we are starting to take back control over our creative reality. So it's going to be very strong in the May energies. So we're taking back control of our reality. And as the Pleiadians have been telling us for years now, they always like to remind us there is no single reality. That is the illusion of 3D, that we're all doing the same thing together, right? But what we know as we start to access more of the 5D energies is that each one of us is really in our own universe with complete creative control. So we're going to start to step into that power where we don't just go along with what the herd is doing. We're starting to step back into our creator shoes. Now, the P's wanted to remind us a little bit how we create our reality, because we think we do it through our mind, through what we want, through our desires, but really we don't create our reality through the conscious mind. We create it through our energy. through our beliefs, through our emotions, and most importantly, through what we are focusing on. So wherever we're putting our attention, spending most of our day, that's what we're going to be projecting as our future reality. So the Pleiadians are reminding us that we're starting to see the results now of this splitting of timelines. It's why people are having such wildly different experiences on this planet right now, is we're seeing the results of the timeline we have chosen. So this is a time to look at what life is showing you and decide if it's what you want to continue as your future. Because it is the time now to make any little course corrections that you want to make. The P's have been saying lately that the more you are putting your focus on what the collective is doing, the more you go with them. And another way to look at this is the more we are playing with 3D, whether that's the 3D storylines, whatever shiny thing is trying to get our attention out on the global stage, the more we play with 3D, the longer we stay there. So this is the time where we want to be stepping into our creator shoes and creating the world that we want to have as our future. Because the Pleiadians have said the door is now open. We can move into the new reality we have all been talking about in the spiritual community for years, or we can stay right here in 3D. The choice is ours, but we choose based on what we are focusing on, where our attention is going, not necessarily through our words. So this is the time to make any course corrections. If you're seeing a reality around you that you're not crazy about, the energies are going to be very supportive right now of us making some course corrections, getting back into the mindset, getting back into the heart of what you're wanting to create, and not so much fighting against the decisions that other people might be making. Because again, you're the only one in your reality. We're going to start seeing that very prominently in the energies of the next couple of months. The guides have said we are going to start seeing very clearly the timeline that we are on. So now's the time to make any changes you want to make. It's going to get a little more difficult as the energies continue to ramp up, as we've been seeing them do. So that is what is heading up, or that is what is showing up for us in the May energies. And as always, it tends to track with what Corey has told us in the astrology. So that is what we have to look forward to. Yaila, what are you picking up for the collective?
Thank you so much, ladies. I always love to hear both of your updates and how they weave together and what little things have been coming in for me. So if you've tuned into our videos before, my name is Yaila. I do an intuitive collective reading and I do it live as we record. So let me just tap into your energy really fast. And I always like to ask for a blessing, creator of all that is. It's commanded and request to please bring forth the information and any healing energy you may need to hear on this frequency from any of our messages. Guide me with clarity and accuracy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the strongest colors I'm getting for the collective are this beautiful, like violet, purple, and gold. And when I ask what those are representing, definitely coinciding with what the ladies are sharing, but the purple is these intuitive downloads. So what spirit, your higher self, God, source, creator is bringing in for you is very, very strong this month. And that's going to be the energy that's taking you through the month of May. The golden color is really your highest vibration essence that you can tap into if you so choose. So it also is tying into what you are doing in the world, how you're showing up in the world, but it's that higher vision, that higher frequency that you can tap into. So really beautiful. I love seeing these two colors for the collective energy. It's very uplifting and really exciting to see. So I always like to ask, what is helpful for you to know for the month of, in this case, May? So what's helpful for you to know 2026 for you tuning in? Your creativity is going to be running the show. So as these energies have been coming in, your creativity is teaching you where to flow and where your energy is going to be going this month. And it might bring you to new opportunities, new people, new places, new situations. I'm seeing it across the board for jobs, where you're earning money, relationships. So letting that creativity really show you where energetically you want to be. And of course, we are in the day-to-day grind, but you will feel it in your body, in your heart. Like Peyton was saying, like Corey was saying, it may not just be in your mind as far as the answers go, but you're going to feel it physically in your body. Like, yes, this is my body. Yes, this is the direction. You'll see naturally where your energy is guiding you for what is most helpful for you on the creative level. So your creativity is going to run the show to guide you where to go. Let me ask what to watch out for you in this month of May. They're showing me your emotions are going to feel like a roller coaster, and sometimes throughout one single day. So you might be on a high, 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 or a low, low, low. The emotions are going to run you through a roller coaster almost on a daily basis. So just expect that. Watch out for that. Don't lock into any type of emotion that whatever shows up. So obviously the high, high, highs are great to feel, but don't get stuck that things are wrong, bad, or not working out for you if you happen to hit a low as well. So just letting your emotions also run their course. Don't lock into it's not going to be set in stone, but just know your emotions are also going to be pretty volatile on a daily basis this month. So watch out for that. Don't make it mean more than it is. It's your body processing all of these different energies, these new insights, these new ways of showing up, because sometimes what's feeling right in alignment is very different from what's been showing up for you before. So just letting your body run the course. Laughing is a form of release. Crying is a form of release. It's energy moving. So don't make it more than that. And you will run through this month a lot easier with a lot more grace for yourself. Let me ask what else is also helpful for you to know for the month of May 2026. What other messages do they want to share with you other than watching your emotions? The last little tip they want to share with you is writing things out and physically writing it out. If you know how to write in cursive, even better. But your guides are having you write down your thoughts, your emotions, your desires, your complaints, whatever it is, just free write, brain dump, wherever those thoughts need to go. And that's also going to help you show certain patterns, help you release certain types of energies, help you flow through the different emotions in a much more grounded, easy, graceful way for yourself. So if you get in the habit of doing that every single day, and they're saying as little as 10 minutes, just writing whatever needs to come out of your brain. For some of you, the morning time is better. For others of you, nighttime is better. Feel what feels best for you. Try either one. You'll know it might be different each day. So connecting in and writing things out every single day for at least 10 minutes, just brain dump. Don't correct, doesn't worry about the grammar. But the guys are saying writing it out is going to help you shift and move energy faster to help you be on the timeline and create what you're wanting to create so much faster, even if it's just letting complaints go. There's something to be said about letting your brain process that energy. Writing it out and seeing it visually is just showing that those loops are closed. So those are what I have to share for you for the month of May. Ladies, anything else you want to add? No? Okay, Corey does.
Just quickly, as I remember for quite a while, the Pleiades were talking about what's important is your heart. Stay in your heart center. Come from the heart. And in May in particular, it's really important that we stay in our heart center and to trust our intuition more than our mind. So feeling our way through this month as opposed to think.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, but staying in the heart. Yep, like the Pleiades say. I love that.
Yep, it is the only way to navigate these energies. Doing it with the brain can't figure it out. Brain's never seen these energies before. It's only the intuition, which, ladies, how long have we been talking about that? 5 years now?
At least. Yes.
A minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
A long time. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us for these monthly updates. And we are sending you so much love and ease and grace for the days ahead. We will see you next month for June. We'll see you next time. Bye.